where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Kind of liking this thing, guys. Okay, so divine, masculine, divine, feminine. You guys, this collective is getting crazy. There's so much messages. It makes it really hard. I feel like because I'm also a twin flame, feminine, right? It makes it very hard sometimes for me to do my other work and my other life and my other stuff, especially because I am such a strong psychic intuitive. Something that the divine masculine or the counterpart, the counterparts in general, may not quite comprehend is like how interconnected the feminine, the spiritual, the more spiritual person is, right? So it's like I'm feeling and experiencing everything. So all of their doubts, their fears, their stresses, like I'm feeling that, literally experiencing it. And the funny thing is they keep going on, and I'm just like, what? Running around doing all these things, but like really all you need to do is just check in. If you're trying to do all this and you want to see me, just check in, because I'm like, I just did the Scorpio read live, and it's like, Scorpios, man, we are. The more time that you let go by, like Scorpios don't do well with like patience or time going by. Like that's literally like the worst thing. Like the more time that goes by, yeah. Like it makes them more defensive, it causes more conflict, and it makes them take an action of, you know what, now I'm just gonna stay to myself. Like I'm not gonna share, not gonna open up. I'm gonna just walk away, pretend like I'm gonna cut you off. No, like dead to me. Like so this is so this is the very intense energy. So a lot of you guys, you must have needed to feel that. Not just my energy, you saw them all pop out. But I feel like that's currently the energy of feminine, but it's just this very like Kali, yeah, it has to do with the lovers, right? It's this very, very like Kali, Kali Ma or like Durga energy, where it's like, no, like I'm not playing. You know what I mean? It's like, if you can't honor or respect even by a small response or just asking, can I have a little time? You know, I need some time to process. Um, I'll feel ready maybe in a couple days, like anything, right? Anything, a fucking thumbs up, a heart, like anything to respond, then like not stopping, So, yeah, it's like the stalemate is like the slow movement is now like in reverse. It's like going backwards. It's like, okay, well, yeah, you may be moving forward, but like, you're moving forward at the rate of fucking cold smoke, and by the time you get there, you might be by yourself. If you don't make the move, you might be by yourself. That's really interesting because I saw where I just put the other card. So the King of Pentacles is upside down, and the Queen of Pentacles right side up. Now, I think what I'm getting a lot of. And this is why the feminine is feeling this way. So what I'm getting a lot of is that the old patriarch, the masculine energy, right, is really, really fixed on. Wants this other deck? Hold on. It's really fixed on. I need to do all these things. I have to do all these things. Yeah, trying to make up for the past. Also, for some of you guys, might be coming back from the past. For some of you, may finally have dropped the third party situation and ready to come through and be honest and tell the truth. Okay? Okay, masculine. Really, this is the deck that you wanted, huh? Okay. A lot of them have been doing some inner work, the Hierophant. They've really been studying. They've really been doing their inner work. They're trying to find the peace within themselves and kind of quiet a lot of the conflict that's been going on, right? A lot of the exterior, but there still is. What I'm hearing from a lot of them is there's still a lot of exterior conflict, yeah, and it's been like a huge burden, and they're ready to not let this huge burden. I mean, they're ready to let this huge burden go, to not have to bear this huge burden. And although you may think, oh, they're doing great, they're living all this wish fulfillment, they're great, they're doing good, like, the masculine wants you to know, like, no, I'm recovering, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to flip this tower upside down, right? I'm recovering from that situation and learning to stand back in my power. Before we can tip the scales, before we can meet, before we can find the balance to make justice. So this could also be legalities, okay? They could be, okay, yeah, awesome. Yeah, Wounded Warrior, 9. So for some of you guys, so for some of the masculine collective, what's going on here is actually they may be struggling. So for some of them, I'm getting 2 different messages. Okay. For one of them, the third party or whatever else is going on won't give them rest. It's look at that, 555. That's going to change, masculine. Don't worry. Not letting up, right? Messages coming through. Okay, what's coming through? Don't worry. You are divinely protected by the higher sources. So stop to worry. Stop to stress out. Stop to overreact. Know that you have a higher purpose, a divine mission, right? Masculine has a higher purpose or a divine mission. Yeah. Okay. Don't trip. You just got to make the decision, okay? You're just stuck at an inaction of making a decision, masculine, because you're afraid what the judgment might be. You want it to end good, but your fear of abandonment in this offer of reciprocity, after you put in all of this work and energy to come and bring forward this offering to the feminine, you're scared. You're scared of being abandoned again. You're scared of her doing to you what you've done to her, because you know that a lot of the and it's leaving you. It's there, but you can't stop thinking. You can't shoot. Masculine cannot get the feminine out of their brain. They cannot. They're having nightmares. They're thinking everything that they see you. Everything that they dream you. Everything they're experiencing you. Okay, that's intense. And what they're so what they're telling me is the fear of the judgment. Okay, they're waiting for something. They've been working really hard. Okay, they're waiting for something to come in, and they want this ship. They may be waiting for ships. They may be waiting for something to be shipped in. Yeah, I'm getting a hard strong. Something they're still waiting to arrive. It's taking forever, okay? Something that they worked really hard on, that they need to be wherever or to get wherever or something, and they need to be there because they feel like that is ultimately going to be the yes or no judgment call for you, okay? That's what's going to get them there. Ace of Wands. That's what's going to win you, okay? That's what the masculine feels. That's what's going to win you, is to show you that everything that you've been waiting for was fucking worth it. And you can actually rise like a phoenix now instead of, with them, right? You guys can rise together instead of being in this like cold, alone state. Okay, interesting. That's not exactly how I was expecting to do the read, but there's for some of you guys. Okay, so let's see. Let's go over here. I have a couple different decks. This is obviously the one that the masculine wants to use. So we're going to go over here. Yeah, they're stuck in a mental construct, you guys, because they're feeling heartbroken, or they're feeling like after what they did to you, they don't feel like you could forgive them or you should be able to forgive them. And this is scary for them because they really want nothing more than you to be their wish fulfillment. They want to have this happy life with you, but they feel, they feel like they've missed their opportunity with you. Because you're the high priestess and you are so much, you've known for a long time, right? You've known for such a long time, and you've been trying to give them the information, and they just fucking have missed it, like begrudgingly missed the opportunity. And now they're sitting there annoyed thinking, I missed the opportunity, but really the opportunity is still right there, right? If you stop looking at this, the 3 cups, the 3 emotional cups, if you stop looking at this, okay, what are you focused on? Are you focused on these, or this coming in, masculine? What are you focused on? Are you focused on how you're going to offer this cup of love? Are you focused on offering this cup of love? Are you focused on how it feels? Like, okay, so here's a here's a little thing, okay? Yeah. Now, you got a lot to offer, okay? King of Pentacles. You got a lot to offer. You just have to take the leap of faith. And you don't have to offer everything. Okay, so this is also telling me the feminine's wish is also that you show up in physical, okay? That doesn't mean you need money and all these other things. It means physical. This is 3D. This is tangible, physical fucking reality. 3D, right? That means I can touch you, you can touch me, I can see you, you can see me, okay? That's where you got to take the leap of faith, okay? So what I'm getting from the guides is a lot of the issues that are occurring. Yes, there is a lot of karma that is coming into play. Now, for a lot of you guys, there was a karmic, and the karmic did try to do, or did do, black magic. Okay, she's been doing magic. She's been doing spell work to keep the masculine bound. She also did black magic, and I got this very strongly with mine, to try to kill the feminine. Fucking awesome, right? And so what I got the download with was that this crazy bitch went so far as to try to kill me, because that's how jealous she was. There's really, really, really this intense energy. And so, but because I'm so spiritually protected, because I'm consistently giving my gifts to be able to keep receiving and sharing them with people, I'm so divinely protected. Like, I am so, like, my spiritual team, like, I have all these, because it's what I do, because I'm channeling. And you bet, like, everybody over here in the other worlds, like, oh, you got one that can hear? Can I get a note in? Can they pass a message? You got a messenger? You got a little Mercury? You got a little, what is it? What was it? Hermes? You got a little Hermes on that end? You got a little human Hermes? Let me get that message through. And that's basically, like, what happens, right? And so I have all these guides. And so, yeah, of course, they protected me. That's why I was found. That's why I've healed myself. And it's been just over 2 years. But yes, I was hit straight in the face by a truck while on a motorbike. Like, most other people that I've known that have gotten in tragic motorbike accidents out here, not even as bad as that, have all ended up dead. Okay? It's not, our body is resilient to an extent, but whatever, okay? So, anyways, it's this whole thing, right? And so they really have to, a lot of the masculines are stuck. They're stuck on this third party thing. And so some of the third party things, so I'm hearing some different things. So some of the third party is the third party won't go away, okay? Now that is, they keep coming back or berating. Now, some of the rest of you guys, I'm hearing the third party is, kind of berating, but it's like they're not there, right? They're not physically there, but like they're there. They're still energetically there, and they won't go away. And there's just like consistently like more and more things that are showing up and reminding them and doing whatever, right? Like, and that's part of what it is, right? For some of them, it can be. Yeah, okay, so they're a little bit, the feminine is being definitely defensive of the injustice. She's feeling like, you say that you're going to give all these things, or I'm going to receive all these things, but there's still nothing. I'm still getting nothing. There's nothing that's happening. There's no justice that's happening, okay? And I've only given love. I've given so much love, true love, and all of this. And now look at her. This queen is kind of she look a little bit annoyed, right? It's like, it's like all you have to do is make the decision. All you have to do is make the decision to reach out. All you have to do is make the decision, right? You're not giving anything. You're just standing there with a stalemate. No communication. That I'm feeling unjust. I'm feeling unrespected. I'm feeling unloved because I can see and feel everything. So what's even more annoying is you think you're coming in as a fucking surprise. But guess what? The feminine is so in tune. She already knows everything. She knows everything that's going to happen. She knows everything you're doing, where you're at, but she's not impressed. There is no fucking excuse. There's no excuse to disrespect somebody by not giving a simple response. Or I miss you, or I want to see you. Can you give me a week? I need to process. Soon. Soon, darling, I promise. Anything. But no, they don't even offer, they don't even fucking throw a bone, right? They don't even throw a bone. And so the feminine is in this very Five of Swords energy now, you know? And that's what I'm telling you is I'm feeling this very Kali, like scorpionic energy. As much as I can have patience and be loving and whatever, right? As much as the feminine can do that, I think that's why a lot of the feminine collective made their ground and they said, no, you fucking meet me. You do what I fucking say now. This is changing. You ain't driving the fucking ship anymore. I'm the captain. And I'm happy to grab up all the fucking swords and walk the fuck away because I'm changing this old narrative. This shit ain't flying anymore. This no communication, this waiting, this fucking all these words or fucking messages, but zero fucking action. No, I'll take action. That's gonna change. And where are they gonna take action to? The world. They are going to end it. Okay? They've already decided. Already decided, you guys. Feminine is not fucking around. And they are being victorious, okay? They are being rewarded. That's true. That's true. We're being rewarded from the universe for our unwavering faith and devotion to the masculine and to our journey, to our healing journey and our spirituality and to just the feminine, like the rise of the feminine, okay? So now let's get, yeah. Feminine is defensive because you're not treating her like the Empress. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not. You're not worshiping or honoring whatever you think you're doing, all the things that you think you're doing to do whatever. Like, nope, sorry. But women work different than men, okay? Men feel that in order to prove themselves, they have to have something physical, tangible, and they have to have like a big action or something that they did to prove they did a good job, right? Now, yeah, they want to have something on the physical to show you, to be like, look it. Give me a pat on the back. I'm good. Like, this is how much you mean to me. All of this. Okay. While that's great, feminine says, while that's great and amazing, what you're not showing me is the only thing I'm asking you for, which is to stop hiding your fucking emotions, stop being scared, and just to fucking make a small offering of love. Not hard. Not hard. Okay. Yeah. Ace of Wands. They know, okay? Feminine knows that the masculine can feel them, that they want them like in this very passionate, sexual way, right? They're open to starting this new beginning. They're open to this. They feel it. But the problem is you're hiding your emotions. You're not honoring the Empress. You're keeping her in this state, okay? What keeps, so let me just break this down real quick, okay? Divine masculine, divine feminine. Feminine's wish is to have safety, security, love, right? Right? That they know that they can trust and that they're in a safe situation, right? So the wish and the needs of the feminine, of the Empress energy, is to be nurtured, right? Are you nurturing the connection or are you letting it wither away? Because it sure seems and feels like you let it wither away. And if you want to nurture it, then best fucking reach out or send a message or show up, give a hug, send some flowers, anything. You could do a million things just for starters. But really, yeah, the Palace of Cups. But really, the feminine is, okay, home is an emotional state, right? And if you want me to feel at home with you and make a home with you and be emotionally still devoted or attracted or attached to you, then you have to give me this emotional stability now, when I need it now, right? I need to know that this is real now. I need to feel that. The feminine is so in tune. She has to feel it. She's like, I need to feel it. Like if I don't, you know, like just like the masculine is working in a very linear stage of like, I need to see proof. You know, the feminine's like, yeah, well, guess what? I'm gonna do what you've been doing. I'm gonna test your ass. I need to see fucking proof. I need to see you actually show up for me. I don't give a fuck if you did all of that shit whenever before and you said you did it until I fucking see you face to face and I look in your face and I see it and you tell it to my fucking face. It's all hearsay. And that's basically where she's at. Because all you're doing, okay, masculine, all you're doing, look at that, 2020. Let me clear your vision up for you real quick, masculine, because feminine is really fiery. Real fucking fire. She's ready to be the emperor. She don't need you to be the emperor anymore, okay? That's where she's at. So let me convey this message, okay? And the action will be, she ain't gonna live with you. She ain't gonna be with you. Palace of Swords. And that's gonna be the end of that, okay? If she's gotta stand up and be the emperor and the masculine isn't gonna fucking stand up and be the emperor, then she will. But that means the action is, it's over, okay? So, feminine is tired of standing in the masculine energy. And the only way masculine can fucking solve that is by letting feminine know, actually, that they're there. Okay? Because right now, it's not. All it is like is an imagination, a missed opportunity. Okay? This may be Cancer. Okay? Also, I'm seeing a new moon. So, tomorrow is new moon. Today is a new moon. In Bali, today is a new moon. Maybe if you're in the U.S., tomorrow is a new moon. So at least that's very interesting because feminine is saying, stop fucking dicking around, right? Stop with all the other options that you have. Stop letting all the other options run through your mind. The only thing you should be thinking about, masculine, is this. Is this with me? Okay? And if you're not, I don't give a fuck all the other work you're doing because you're not doing what you need to do, which is focusing solely on us and coming forward, right? Actually taking the action, coming forward. Look at that, Knight of Coins. Coming forward because that is what is going to bring the peace, the contentment, the joy, the happiness for feminine. This is what she's telling you, you guys. And if you notice this, the Four of Cups, right? Normally he's staring at these 3 cups going, I miss this opportunity. I miss this opportunity. And what she's saying is, hey, if you actually look over before the opportunity floats the fuck away, you might actually get it even. But it's when you focus on this opportunity, not being missed, but coming in, instead of these that already are fucking empty cups. Does that make sense? Okay, feminine. Yeah, because feminine says, listen, you are my wish fulfillment, okay? Just so you know, you are my wish fulfillment. I wish nothing more than to have all of that with you, okay? From the depths of my soul, look at the Piscean energy. From the depths of my soul, I wish nothing more. But if you don't step up as the emperor, if you don't prove that there is a foundation between us physically prove, show up, send a message, make a call, send some fucking flowers, do something. Actually, they need to hear it from you, they need to see it from you, or it needs to come from your fucking hand directly. Do you understand? Like, hug, whatever it needs to be. This is very physical. Emperor is fucking foundation. This foundation, all the wish fulfillment in the world doesn't matter. It can't be complete. This is a 9. This is a 4. The completion can't happen. Forward movement can't happen until we reach the completion, okay? Until we realize that, listen, feminine is happy because this is, yes, this is wish fulfillment, but this is also, I'm good by myself. I have everything I need already, right? Feminine does not require masculine at all. Let me just fucking lay this out. In no circumstance do they require. They don't need it. They can create the structure. They can create the new foundation. They can create the new earth, right? Because if masculine doesn't get in line, that's what's going to happen, right? Mother Earth is going to fucking swallow up the whole civilization and we're just going to go back to only having feminine energy. So what will it be? Do you want that wish fulfillment to come true for both of you? Or how's it going to be, right? And feminine, I'm hearing this. Get over it. Get over it. The 5 of Cups. Get over it, okay? Whatever happened in the past, stop crying over the spilt milk. Get over it. I just keep hearing it. Get over it and fucking take action. Knight of Swords. Fucking take action, okay? take action. Say something. You guys, literally, I just keep hearing, time's already out. You already like time limit's already up. Yeah, you're literally gonna turn you're tipping the wheels of fate, masculine, by dicking around. There is no more time. Whatever you have to do doesn't matter. There is nothing more important than this, because this is destiny. And again, what keeps coming through very strongly is divine feminine, and I'm on the same fucking page of the collective, y'all. Divine feminine is okay to be done. We're ready to move on because we are going to be remaining open for whatever the universe has for our wish fulfillment. So what we're saying, whatever is meant for my highest and best, most, highest timeline that's ready to come in now for this shift, I'm ready. Bring it. Feminine's ready. So either she's going to be receiving you or another wish fulfillment. Choices. But that is what it is. This is why the masculine feels rushed. You need to first do something. And I don't mean exterior. Like, the feminine needs to know it's from you directly, period. Because otherwise, the unwavering faith and trust and love, like, it doesn't exist anymore. They don't, like, yes, we want to believe in magic and we want to whatever, but, like, literally, we're ready to walk to our next destiny. All of our cups are filled regardless. We're not walking away. We're not losing our soul fulfillment or our soul's destiny path. We may be losing the happy ending with you, but that doesn't mean in general or forever. Like, it just means this thing didn't happen. That's it. Something else will. He didn't show up in the physical form. He refused to show up. He refused to fucking reach out. He refused to call. He refused to do something. So, she refused the offer by the time he showed up. You guys, stop. Stop. You know? Say anything. Send anything. A heart, a kiss, anything. Yeah, because the feminine's ready to be by herself. This is happy and single. I will be financially set. Like, I'm good. Because as soon as I cut all this other energy off, I'm at perfect peace. The doves, look at this. I'm holding doves, like all the flower, like everything is perfect. I'm good. The only thing that's bringing me stress is the male, masculine energy not. Like, are you trying to provide and protect and to cause safety for the feminine? Because you're actually doing the exact opposite. What you're doing is you're working her up and you're putting her in masculine mode. You're putting masculine, you're putting the feminine in survival mode because you're fucking fear of being a little bitch and not having big enough fucking balls to just fucking say, I can't wait to see you. Yes. This evening. Maybe in a couple days. Anything. Yeah. It's imbalanced. And the feminine's not going to put up with she's not going to put up with this anymore. She's tired of the imbalance. The imbalance isn't happening anymore. So either you fucking show up or you do something, or it's fucking over. It's done. She already made the decision. Okay, they said it's already done. They're already done. And every moment and every hour and every second and day that goes by, the more dead to you become. The more dead to them you become. Yeah, it's real. Yeah. And you won't get the victory that you want. In fact, you'll be sitting here in this energy. In the Five of Cups. Scorpio energy, fucking cut off hard, dead to me. So, okay. All right, guys. So let's just do. I'm just gonna pull some cards. So, messages from the masculine to the feminine. I'm just gonna pull like 5, 6 cards. Mm-hmm. One, two, three. Okay, and 3 more. And one more. Okay, you guys. What a fucking story. So funny. And they pull the feminine response? No, not yet. Okay, we're gonna see what the masculine, we're gonna tell you what the masculine has to say. So for the first 3 cards, we have the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, we have the Queen of Hearts, yeah, Queen of Cups, King of Swords, and the Two of Cups, okay? So now, what I see here, what is the masculine, messages from the masculine to the feminine? Feminine, I see you, I know that you see everything, and I want you to know that what I tell you about how I love you and I want to be with you, all of what I say, I mean everything what I expressed, I mean all the thoughts that you think, right? Because I see these birds up here. All the thoughts and everything that you're feeling and you're thinking about me loving you and you being this thing to me is real, okay? And they're ready to take action, okay? Well, no, actually, I'm getting this. They're actually a little bit offended, okay? They're actually a little bit offended that the feminine, okay, yeah. They're a little bit offended that the feminine is like sitting up on her high horse, like, I don't, like, if you don't do this, then whatever. And they're like, but I've been doing all this stuff and working so fucking hard and you have no idea. And she's like, I have all the idea. I don't give a fuck. Like, like I let you run the ship for long enough. And, oh, like now, see who's in the driver's seat? See who's standing? Just saying. So yeah, he may be a little defensive that she's like demanding when he makes the action for love, because he wants it to be loving. He wants it to be perfect, right? He wants it to be, and so her putting a demand on it is he's just like, well, if you demand that I have to come now, then I'm not going to do it. Well, masculine, just fucking do it. Or suffer the consequences, whatever you want. Do it or lose her. But use it or lose it. That's where it's at. That's where we're at. Like, if you don't show up for the feminine, like, you will lose her. It's a total collective thing that's happening. It's not. Like, I've tuned into several groups, like even my psychic mentor and different people, and I've tuned in and I've been like, is this a thing? Like, nope. I've tuned into like 5 different groups of spiritual people, right? And they're all saying the same thing, which is like, nope. Actually, there's a large portion of the divine feminines that are not fucking entertaining the journey anymore because they're tired. They're tired because they know that this is the time, and that was on 3333. So, they're tired of being in stalemate. Now, all the other partners and other things that they had also kept them in stalemate, in waiting. Everybody has been keeping them in waiting their whole life to never fucking return anything. So can you blame them when they're like, either you make action and let me know how we're going to be moving together forward, or I'm moving together forward without you because I'm done fucking waiting. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm moving forward. The train is leaving the station. The boat is leaving the dock. Either you fucking step on, either you ask permission to board my ship, or you wave from the shore. That's it. That's where feminine is at. And masculine is over here, but just wait. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. You are my wish fulfillment. You are my legacy. I have things like I'm working like, oh man, I may have got to like, I want to have this family. I like, we're going to be victorious. You don't understand. Like, we are at like this, like, let go of that, like this death and rebirth, like put down all of these thoughts of this ending and stay in this space. Okay. Stay in the space of love. They're saying, please stay in the space of love. And feminine is saying, I have to stay in the space of reality, okay? I have to stay in the space of reality. You're making everybody feel like I'm fucking apeshit, batshit crazy, including me. So if you don't have the ability to console me and let me know that that's not a thing, even if I psychic intuitively know, it doesn't matter. Like, she's happy to be on her own, making her coin. She will be abundant. She's okay. Either way, she doesn't care. Like, she'll have her happy ending. She might have another family. She might have something else that's coming in, a bigger opportunity. You know? The divine isn't fucking around. And the masculine's like, well, it took me a long time. It took me a long time. I had to get rid of a third party. Maybe there was some addictions. There was something that you might have been tied to. I'm really feeling strongly third party. And I'm really feeling that some of them, the third party, may have been extorting them. Yeah. They've been being extorted. The third party's been stealing and manipulating and taking and causing all these, and they just feel stuck to it. Look at this card. He's like trying to get to the door, and she's got him locked to this, and there's like little monkeys taking stuff on the treasure box, right? He's like, listen, I'm finally like, just wait 1 second. You know, this has been a struggle, but I'm victorious over it. And once I'm victorious, once this has come to an end, like, I'm coming in with that Page of Cups. I'm coming in. Don't worry, baby. I'm coming in with that Page of Cups. Okay, let's see what the feminine has to say. Back. Okay. So first we have Temperance, then we have the Four of Cups, and then we have the Palace of Cups. So what this tells me is the first thing that the feminine has to say is like, you know, you want me to keep waiting. You want me to keep focused on this opportunity, but actually you don't realize that I have love and passion and abundance for all these other opportunities as well. So you're blocking me because you're not showing up to offer this opportunity. So it's basically, until you make it a reality, masculine, it doesn't fucking exist. The balance is understanding that the feminine is an emotional being. The feminine is emotional, right? The Palace of Waters. The feminine needs that reassurance. The feminine needs to know. Even if she knows intuitively, she needs the reassurance from the masculine to say, hey, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I got everything taken care of. It's really simple. Like, once women know that they don't have to worry about stuff anymore, they can get on with their life. And they don't have to stop, they stop stressing out about all the other things. Okay, let's try to get this going fast. Otherwise, I got to run down for the cord. Okay. Number two. Okay, 3 more. Let's see. So we have the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Coins, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So again, what I'm getting over and over and over again, you guys, it's so ridiculous. Okay. Every direction which I read it, it's like the same thing. The feminine's saying the same thing. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have Ten of Swords. It's like, dude, you're not balancing this. So basically, by not coming in, by not balancing this, by just saying yes, 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 there's this future, we're going to get this, we're going to get this, we're going to get this future opportunity, but not giving her the emotional security by not showing up, not giving her that emotional security, not allowing for that emotional reprieve for the feminine to have. The feminine saying, yeah, listen, you're not making me feel the passion. Actually, I'm losing it. Actually, I'm beginning to feel like the Ten of Swords. I'm beginning to feel like loving you is painful, like it's under attack. And you can talk all day about how you want to come in and offer me this new life, or I can sit and start to think, maybe I don't want to feel in this energy anymore, and maybe I want to focus, instead of that, I want to focus on something completely new instead of missed opportunities, because it shouldn't be it shouldn't even be a question. If it's an opportunity or if it's supposed to be happening, masculine, then you should be letting the feminine fucking know, because she's on to some other shit, on to some other dude, on to some other shit, on it. It's like you want to focus and keep saying that, don't worry, I'm so worried that this was a missed opportunity, but don't worry, I'm going to come in all strong. Like, nah, passion coming in hot, messages coming in hot, like thoughts, messages, like they're like fire. That shit is burning. It's like the more time and energy you let go by without actually taking the action or expressing the passion that you're feeling for her, like, she's like on cutoff. She's like Queen of Wands. She's like, off with your head, bro. Off with your head. I'm about to live in a place, the Palace of Swords. You know, I'm about to just cut you off. That's where I'm at. I'm here. My action and my thought is like, I'm going to take my passions and I'm going to go to somewhere where the words and the actions fucking match. Because right now, you just have me in an emotional turmoil and you're not giving me any emotional security. You're not giving me any reassurance. You're not letting feminine know. Like, and he's like, no. I didn't stab you in the back. Like, listen, like, I want to give you the happiness. Actually, what I want to do, this thing that I want to offer you actually is this emotional security. I want to offer you this. I can give you everything. Don't worry. I'm the fucking man. I can give you all of this. Well, and the feminine is like, what is the feminine like? Let's see what she says. Again, Empress in reverse. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like you're honoring me. I don't feel respected. I don't feel worshipped. I don't feel like we can create anything together because everything is happening on my own. I'm here. I feel abandoned. I feel alone. I feel, no. You know, we're supposed to have this. Look at this. Oh, this is so interesting. So we're supposed to have this future prophet of the world, this baby, blah, 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 right? Like a lot of this is in the feminine collective. Like, this was my path, right? Like, my partner and I are supposed to build a lot of things together, but we're supposed to birth the future prophet of the new earth, right? So it's like, that's why, as much as masculine wants to say, give me more time, like, bitch, I'm old. Do you understand? Like, I'm not going to be able to have a kid much longer. You know? Hey, you don't know what you stumbled on. Oh, this is cool. So this is I'm doing a reading, the divine masculine to the divine feminine. And the divine feminine is not really having the whole divine masculine thing. You know, she was like, stop telling me, you know, it's story time, right? It's fun, right? Stop telling me that you're going to give me this whole new path and everything. That's great. September, I'm seeing a lot of September energy, a lot of Virgo energy. Some of you guys might be a Virgo, but some of this might be coming in September. This is like harvest time. Again, this is Virgo energy. But, you know, it's like the feminine is like, that's great. That's great. But I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will birth something else. Like, see how this is like a light? See how it's not really like an actual full human? So this is just the idea, right? This is just, like, she can birth a million things, right? The feminine is the creator, so she can birth a million things. It doesn't have to be a child with the masculine, but she's moving on, right? Like, if he doesn't show up, then that is what it is, right? Like, that's then the Three of Swords, right? The inaction, Chariot in reverse, the inaction, the not moving when you know that the feminine is requiring. Look at that, 444. Move fucking forward, masculine. For serious, how many more signs do you need? The inaction is bringing this Three of Swords, which is the fucking heart. The 3 swords through the heart. She's crying. She's crying. Because this is This is how she feels, you feel is fair for her to feel. Because you're not making her feel better, you're not showing up, you're not giving her anything, like any type of reassurance, right? Women need reassurance. They need a hug, give them some flowers, maybe a treat, give them some food, snack, flowers, and reassurance. Don't worry, baby. Everything, I'm taking care of it. Like that's just a simple little fucking 2-second text or communication or call or send some flower. Do something, because right now she feels that you feel that this is balanced, and she says, "Fuck no," because if this is men need reassurance too, girl. Yeah, 100%. I totally get that. But this is specifically divine feminine and divine masculine read. And this is the conversation between the two, right? Yeah, I get it. The masculine needs reassurance, but the masculine has had decade of somebody waiting for him to make action. So who do you think needs more reassurance? The one who's ready to leave, or the one who's like, I'm coming now. Sorry, I just got it 12 years later. Like, I'm sorry, the respect, like, that's gone. Okay, so let's pull some cards between them and see the energy between the two. And if you were here before, I'm not sure if you're a new subscriber or whatever, if you were here before, then or earlier in the read, then you would understand that actually what was going on is the masculine was basically, he keeps sending the feminine basically signs and signals like, I know you've been there waiting all this time, and I know, like, you're my one, like, we're coming together, you're my wish fulfillment, you're my dream, and all this shit. And the feminine's like, yeah, I know, I'm intuitive as fuck, I can see all of it, but the only thing I don't see is you making the physical action to let me know that. And on the back end, the masculine's like, but I'm doing all of these other things. And she's like, yeah, but you didn't let me know. So you might as well be doing nothing. Because if you don't let a woman know, she'll on to the next thing. You feel me? It's just how it is. And I'm sure, like, men are the same, right? Men ain't going to be waiting. Are you going to be like, imagine, if you text somebody and they're like, oh yeah, and then you don't hear back from them for 10 fucking years, and then after 10 years, they're just like, by the way, don't worry, I love you, I'm going to be with you, but they don't actually want to fucking pick up the phone and call you or message you. They just want to start channeling it through everything else around you. Like, no, I'm pretty sure, no. Pretty sure the feminine has had enough. Yeah, he needs to actually make an offering. He needs to actually give something. This is physical, tangible offering of love. Whether this is a message saying, I love you, I need some time, I'm still processing, yes, let me figure it out, a fucking thumbs up, a heart, anything like that. Like, it's, come on, we live in the 21st century. Literally, you can do talk to text. You can ask the AI to turn on your phone and send a text to the person that you want without even ever having to fucking touch your phone and text a message. Yes? So let's just be real. Let's be real here. It's a choice. He's actively choosing, and this is what's going on. Masculine is actively choosing to have an attitude. It's not that he doesn't, maybe he needs reassurance, okay? But the feminine's like, bro, you're my reassurance. I told you on and on again, you're my happiness, you're my wish fulfillment, but I'm done waiting. So either you let me know now or don't bother. Do you know? It's like, don't bother. Okay, yeah, because you're moving too slow, motherfucker. You're moving too slow. This is the slowest card in the deck. It's like, and it came out like this, going downward. So it's like, you're so slow, you're literally at inaction. I see no movement. I see complete inaction from you at this point. Okay, what's going on? Okay, well, he's just getting, okay, so some messages. So for some of you who feel you don't have the patience because it's moving slow, there's actually messages that are coming through, okay? There is messages. Now, it seems like, it seems like for the masculine and the feminine, okay, so you guys are both receiving messages, but he's finally getting the message that he didn't actually miss the opportunity, that this is actually just like his mind construct. The only opportunity that he's missing is the opportunity to actually take action and go let her know. To pick up the phone and make the call, or fucking organize a date, or basically, if you're new to this channel, what's going on in the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine collective is the Divine Masculine just fucking woke up a couple years ago, realizing this is the twin flame, this is the other person. And then he's realizing how long he's been in separation, telling this person they're crazy or whatever, because they were so spiritually connected and they weren't. So now that they're in it, that's on some so thing, right? Cool. Enjoy. Nice to see you. So yeah, right now the feminine is feeling left out in the cold, right? She's feeling very abandoned. She doesn't feel like, thank you for a conversation, yeah? She doesn't feel like, she doesn't feel like anybody's showing up. She's sitting here in this space of heartache. There is a lot of gamers, and I like to do these lives because I like people to sometimes ask questions so I can pull a card or do whatever, so we can engage. Like that's what's really, really important is engagement. And that's what he's saying. He's like, but I want to offer you this engagement. I want to offer you everything. And she's like, yeah, but all you're offering me is sadness and abandonment because that's all that's happening right now. That's what I'm seeing, right? All I'm seeing is this. I'm seeing this. And you're about to see this, me walking away from you. Because I'm tired of being sad. Okay? And the masculine's like, but there's so much work. You don't even know how much work there is. And there's a lot of childhood work. There's a lot of past work that's coming from childhood wounding, from cultural programming from our parents and stuff when we were younger that we're basically healing. We're moving through that and healing through that. And yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, right? Lots of work. We're going back. This is past. This is somebody... this is literally past, and this can be a lot of generational, like ancestral trauma as well, but like a lot of this, so they're healing it. They're healing it so they can make that offering of love, and they're ready to take the action. They're ready to take the action. Okay, regardless whether, so what the masculine has been afraid of is because they waited so long, because they were such dicks and waited so long and were not that nice, they have been afraid to make the action or the movement forward because they have been afraid if they're going to get a yes or a no. Because they're in fear. The masculine basically for a large portion of the masculine collective, they're kind of like a bit of avoidant personality disorder. So what that means is they're literally in fear, like they're scared shitless that if they do make an action that realistic solutions to take the feminine and masculine's need into consideration. Right, so that's basically where we're getting, right? He's ready now that he understands, he's now ready to do this, regardless of this. So what his fear was, so what we're eliminating, right? So what we're eliminating is the past trauma, the childhood trauma, the past fears, the things like this, right? And in order to eliminate that, that means that he has to actually step up and say, whether I have this fear of abandonment or whether I have the fear of losing everything or everything crashing down, I should know, so strong within me, because he's saying, you're everything. You are my victory. You are my everything. Like I see nothing else in being with you. Then he should know when he offers this cup, when he actually takes the action to offer the cup, that is what's going to change everything, right? Because the thing is masculine energy is in the do. What do I need to do? I have to do or provide all of these things, right? The female just needs some reassurance. She just needs to know, hey, like, that's why it's like, just show up, send some flowers, give a hug, send something, like, not everything has to be so overwhelming, like it can be something like, this is even a small offering, right? The Knight of Cups does say this is action oriented, like moving forward, right? But the Page of Cups is saying, I'm ready to make a small gesture of love. So this could be something as small as like a text message that says, I've been thinking about you. Like, yeah, it would be cool if we could meet soon. Or I didn't, it's been taking a lot for me to process or something, just like a response, right? Because like, what's going on in basically like the Earth collective, right, with Mother Gaia and just the feminine, the rising of the feminine, is the feminine feels very and I've been feeling it a lot, like a lot of the Durga and the Kali energy, and like I've been going through all these different goddesses, and all the energy of it is coming up, and it channels out through me. Not most of it I don't share because it's really intense. But yeah, basically the feminine energy is like, no, we're done. Like all of these old systems, all of the old systems, like patriarchy, all this shit is like about ready to collapse. Like we're moving into a new earth structure and system, and we can't, the reason why we're being stuck moving forward or out of these spaces is because the masculine, the old structure of very linear 3D thought is still in control. Yes, we all have feminine and masculines. My feminine side is heartbroken and angry. Yes, so that's what I'm saying is that is the collective feminine energy is she's feeling this way, right? Like yes, we both have masculine and feminine, and about coming to the balance is about in order before the masculine and feminine can even come to union in physical, like two different people, first you have to come in physical in self, right? Like we have to balance them in ourself first. And that's why you're feeling that the feminine is angry and this and that, because it's the general collective energy of the feminine. It's that and you're just going to keep feeling this probably for the next 2 or 3 years. So you have to realize, okay, how do I soothe or coddle that energy, right? Now, if you are on a twin flame journey and you do know who your twin flame is, then and you're a masculine, then how you coddle that energy is by reaching out to the feminine and expressing love or offering, showing up, or offering some type of a gesture of love, offering something, right? But lovingly, not like, and you can't be in the state of fear. So I was just doing a reading the other day and someone was asking me about like if this next job was going to be the job for them, right? And I said, as long as you're in the state of fear, then every time you put out a resume or every time you go to take the action, you're going to remain in the state of fear. Okay? It's just how it is. And it's just, we can't really change that. Sorry, hold on one second. I got to, that way I can upload the video when I'm done. So anyways, that's the whole scenario is like, the feminine had to get past the fear to actually reach out to the masculine again because she knew she was feeling, because she can feel. She's more, the feminine is all about like feeling. We're basically on love and unity consciousness feeling level, right? So this is how we're connected. Now masculine is more on a polarity, right? They're on a linear and polarity, and so that's why it's so hard, is because as we're transitioning out of 3D into 4D into 5D, 4D is a state of love consciousness, right? And so it's really easy for the feminine to be in these higher states. It's much harder for the masculine part of us. The fear, the judgment from the exterior, all of this stuff. So when you get into the space, like the best action, the best thing I can give, the best piece of advice I can give for the masculine is that fear, okay, fear, separation, all of these are old, outdated cultural programming, right? Like your fear about what somebody else might think about you or what might happen if she says no or if she says yeah. It's like, what if you fall? It's like, well, what if you fly, right? But it's like, whether you think you can or you can't, regardless, you're always going to be right because it's what your mind, your perception has created. Nothing in life is certain. It's hard to navigate feeling a bond with someone so strong that you want to commit to for the long, but also, can you re-message the last part? I don't have, like, it doesn't show up. It gives me like 30 seconds. And if it's too long, I can't read it all. Sometimes even soulmates are broken apart. Yeah, of course. I mean, so we have many soulmates in a lifetime. So we have soulmates, we have karmics, right? And we have to know. So pretty much, unless your relationship is in a healthy, prosperous form right now during this time in the last few months, if it's not blooming and blossoming and it's not abundant as fuck, you're in a karmic relationship. Period. Whoever you're dealing with is a karmic. Period. That's just the astrology. That's just what's going on, you know? There's no other better way to break it down. That's the best thing. Like when people are like, yeah, but I think it's really getting better between us, la 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 la, like, no, you guys. I had to do, as I was channeling, so I had this really intense channel come through this morning, or yesterday, right? And it was coming through, and I got this really intense channel about my brother, my little brother, and it's something that I predicted a long time ago, but I thought that it wasn't going to happen. Explain what. But yeah, so now his wife, who he has 2 kids with, that I thought, I told him, I was like, if you marry her, then after the kid hits 2, she's going to leave you with the kid. So now he thought because the first kid was older, right? And then he just had another kid who's about to turn 2 or just turned 2. And lo and behold, right, I've been trying to contact my family, trying to figure out what is going on. Lo and behold, I call my cousin, who's also very in tune, and I'm like, hey, I know you're not going to give me the information because obviously, yes, karmic is so long. It still is, but it's karmic. So did you learn a lesson? Did you learn a lesson? And so that's the point is, and this is the point that I was having a conversation with my cousin, like, is he going to learn the lesson or is he going to keep staying with somebody, right? Now, there is a certain amount of how can you heal and work and move forward, especially when there's children and stuff involved. But if you don't see, so look at the karmic, right? I'm not just saying the person, the karmic, okay? Look at the ancestral trauma, right? What is the lesson? What are we learning? Now, if we start to actually do our work and we're a little bit more in tune with what's going on, then what he'll see is actually he's basically reliving his mother's generational trauma, right? Because I didn't get married and I didn't have kids. So because he had kids, it went to the next one that had kids. So as soon as there's 2 kids, now he's reliving the same past trauma. So either he can understand the lesson where she fucked up, right? He can heal that and realize, okay, now I don't need to go forward struggling to be with somebody because it's going to make the kids feel better. I have to learn that actually this person is not a good person and I don't want them co-creating these humans with me. The humans can have them on their own when they need, or I can have them on, and I know it's a big, difficult situation, but it's a reality, right? It's like, you have to understand where the lesson was. Like, my last partner, 100%, I've never had so much love for one person, right? We are so bonded, so connected, right? And we have unconditional love. But when I realized, oh wait, this was a karmic relationship, and I realized all of the patterning and the bonding and all of this stuff, and it was like, okay, but we could have a nice communication about understanding why it was time for us to separate. And we were very happy to say, thank you. It was so nice to be in a space that was home, to be able to be the lover, the brother, the sister, the mother, the partner, the parent, the child, and to have the other person be able to kind of hold or coddle or hold the space that was never held as we were going through, these past, healing all these past things, right? All these past woundings. Should the karmic relationship be avoided? It depends. Is it something that you've been in and out of and you're wondering if you should continue to go back? Or like right now, if you're in twin flame, if you actually have a twin flame union and you're like, well, I feel like there's more lessons that need to be learned from the karmic right now, that's an absolute no. Okay, if you're actually in a twin flame, this is a twin flame. If you're in a twin flame union, then any energy that you give to that karmic either brings the other person's, the feminine's karmic back more or more other people. So do you want to keep entertaining the third parties or the other things, the addictions or whatever else the problem is, right? Because a third party, like a karmic, this can also be, like the karmic can be a drug addiction. This can be addicted to porn. This can be addicted to work, whatever. It doesn't have to be a physical person. Okay, it doesn't have to be. It can simply be the addiction to the trauma, because it's something that as children we were taught that these trauma bondings that weed. I mean, for me, I don't really consider weed an addiction, right? This is my medicine. It's an organic medicine. Now I'm not, to each his own, right? Each his own. I owe a lot, like the majority of my recovery to that. To be honest, I had a tumor in my brain that was pressing, causing me to have aneurysms and stuff like this. And the reality is like, yeah, I had to go to the opposite side of the world and do like a really intense RSO treatment. And I was on 1,000 milligrams of full spectrum THC a day, bro. Yeah, for like 90, 120 days. So, I don't believe it's how we choose to have our relationship with it, right? So it's like, if I don't want to give up weed, like I don't know if I can give that up. Now, maybe if I were to be a mother or something like this, right? Then like, yeah, of course, there's a lot of studies that show it's okay. Yeah, it helps. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a medicine, right? Like if we're using something and we understand that we're using it as a medicine and we're not overusing it, then it's different. Then this isn't a problem. Now, if this is a problem, right? If this is a problem for the other person, then there has to be something that is kind of like, that's kind of like balance in the middle. But like in the end of the day, until you meet at that middle point, you're not going to know. Now, yeah, so this is a really hard thing, right? Because I get a lot of the energy that's coming through telling me like, okay, like you want to allow the space for the masculine to come in, okay, then clear out all of the stuff from the karmic, right? Clear out all of the stuff because it's the energy is still here and it's making them feel maybe uneasy or because they can feel it that's not or it's just, it's like, if it's still there, then does that mean you're seeing how it is when they come, and then if they don't come, and you're still keeping the space for the other person to come back? And so that's basically what the feminine is feeling from the masculine, but also I feel like the masculine is feeling that back potentially from the feminine, because I got that overwhelming feeling like when I got up this morning and I was basically like, I'm not packing all the rest of his shit that's put away in drawers and boxes and shit. Like, I'm not gonna do that, right? I have my whole own room. I have my whole own story of the house. I don't even like operate in the downstairs area, and that's where his room was. Like, now, okay, I did clear out a bunch of stuff, any of his stuff that was sitting around, and prepared the room so if other people come or if somebody wants to stay, like, yes, of course. But I basically was like, I'm not gonna do that, like, if that's gonna happen, like, either you can come and help me do that and we can put it away together, and that can be something that we are showing each other, like, we're gonna put our pasts out so we can start a future together. Or I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna have somebody else message the karmic and say, go ahead and go and get all your stuff, or I'm gonna have someone else come and pack the stuff and send it. But really, I feel energetically what the guides keep telling me is entertaining anything of the karmic, and the karmics keep trying to come in and keep trying to whatever, and even though we have really peaceful communication and support, not really, no. Can twin flames, so the question was, can twin flames sometimes go through situations that feel karmic but then end up coming out? Now, okay, so hold on, let me just clarify this, because I'm not exactly sure what your situation was, but let me clarify to you a little bit about what the twin flame journey. So a lot of people don't understand. So the twin flame journey, not all twin flames are meant to come into union. The first two waves generally don't come into union, okay? Some do on the second and the third wave. All the fourth wave that's coming in from 2024, they will come into union, and they will have much shorter of a separation, and they will be able to be more communicative. It won't be as drastic or as intense of situations, right? But the thing is about the twin flame union, right, is it a karmic situation? Because what they do is what they're meant to do, right, is it's basically one soul that decided to say, we want to take on twice the amount of work, so we're going to split into two souls because we're so confident, that we've done so many lifetimes and whatever. We're so confident that we know the love, we know each other, that we're going to come back together and make this other thing happen to create it. But in the process, the most important part is that whatever this person is doing is causing this person to become the best version of themselves, and vice versa. So even if they're not in contact, or even if they're not doing this, or even if they're in separation or whatever, it's still, their actions are still pushed or inspired by this internal push or drive or inspiration or musing that is coming from the opposite, right? And so to answer the question more clearly, can you feel like there's karmic situations and then they end up being a soulmate? If you're having separation right now, Like, if you guys were together and then you're having separation right now, that's not your twin flame. You're confused which person is your twin flame. That's your karmic. If it's happening right now, if there's separation or animosity or any type of thing that's going on and you're in a twin flame journey, the person you are thinking about directly is your fucking karmic, and you need to cut them. Like I said, I have peaceful communication with my ex, but I had to block him just because I have to keep him out of the field, right? And I told him that, like, he understands it very well. He even called, like, last year, he called my masculine and was like, listen, I want to help you. You guys belong together. Like, what do I got to do? And he got so fucking offended that he didn't even know what to deal with. And he's just like, we were separated but are doing very well now. So you're doing, so you were separated previously, but you're back together now. But how long? For more than 3 months? For more than 3 to 6 months? Have you been back together? Because anything that's happening, like any of the things that are happening in the last 3 to 6 months are a little bit like, because of all of the astrology, everything what's happening, all of the planets and everything, it's basically bringing back, it's all karmic and tested. Yes, years, you've been back together for years. Then yeah, you could have just had a separation, you know? Unless you feel like a divine pull to something else, then, you know, 2 years you've been back together. So you live together and you live in harmony. Or just 2 years that you guys have been working to come back together. Understanding that you belong together. You know, okay. So yeah, basically this is what it is. She's wonderful. I would imagine all the divine feminines are wonderful. We are we're ushering in the new earth. We're ushering in the new era of this very loving, more nurturing. And so it's not about the woman being above the man. It's not just about the woman taking the driver's seat now because the man hasn't done a good job. He has been subject to all the cultural programming, right? And the feminine, I think, does very well understand that. Your son's biological mother veiled. You're lucky to find her after that. So, but is this a soulmate? Is this a twin flame? Is this someone that was divinely drawn in, or is this someone that you feel, you know? And that's what will happen. And that's basically the same thing. What's going to happen to the divine feminines, right? Is like, even if the divine masculine decides to bail, something else, the universe will bring in the other partner that's willing to be there, to have the children, or to do the thing, or to take on the role, right? Because when you're doing what's right, and when you know what your mission or your journey and your purpose is, and you're following your soul's mission and your purpose and your divine guidance, then you're always going to be provided with the next best thing or something better, right? If not this, then something better. And that's what's going on. So it's like in the end of the day, can I just be real with you? In the end of the day, like I have my karmic, right? I have my best partner, I have him blocked, right? But it's not that because I hate him, you know, it's not because we won't be friends. This is like my family. Like, it's like we're not each other's enemy. We just understand that we've reached a point in our journey where our evolutions for ourselves is going different directions, that I'm moving much faster and he's moving much slower. So he's like grabbing me by the ankle and I'm falling on my face. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm having to slow down to try to drag him behind. And so when this becomes as very conscious coupled adulting, right? When this becomes an awareness of people that are two high-level spiritual beings that understand, wait, your spiritual evolution is whatever, you know, then it is. And I'm lucky enough to have had a high enough evolved spiritual partner that understands, that actually sat down and meditated and actually talked to the higher council and was like, actually, I talked to them. And even though you love being here and we love each other and all of this stuff, like, we're not meant to be together. This was a moment. This was a lesson. They told me that that's actually your person. You can make the choice of what you want. And so I asked, I said, okay, then respectfully, can you leave? Can you clear my field? Can you create the space? Not only did he leave, he paid for like 2 or 3 months of my rent. So I don't have to stress. And so I don't have to potentially go into something else, maybe needing something from somebody else. And in the end of it, if I decide it's not what I want, whatever, he's still gonna be my family, he's still gonna be my friend, and if I feel like ever giving him a chance again as a lover, then cool too, you know, but I'm really glad I found you too. Enjoy. You must be in the US, yeah? I'm in Bali. Have a good night. It's day here for me. Nice to meet you. Rick, cute. I'll call you Rick. Okay, Rick? Like Rick? Anyways, so I see that there's another viewer. Do you have any questions about the twin flame? I see, because my other friend was, our other friend Rick, that's who I was speaking to. You might not be able to see it. I'm not just talking to myself and the spirits. Sometimes I talk to people that message. If you have any questions or comments, if you want me to pull any more cards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull just from the regular deck. I'm going to pull some oracles, and from the regular deck, now that we've heard most of the conversation between masculine and feminine, and we know what it is. You know, it's like masculine, don't be scared. The only thing that you really have to be scared of is not taking action, right? If in the end of the day, you get a no, then you're right where you started anyways. So just remember that. Just keep it real, remember that, and yeah. What do you got to lose except for then you know what you do, you know? You don't have to keep working to move forward. You can go back and go on with your life or doing whatever and stop stressing out about it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, guys, so don't block your own success, everybody, right? Like what you say, what you believe is what is coming, right? That's what's coming. So, let's pull some of these and some of these. Let's pull some romance angels first. Romance angels first? Okay. Messages for the divine masculine, divine feminine collective. Okay, that's masculine and feminine. Oh, okay. That's a whole bunch. Okay, we'll take them. Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys, beautiful. So, let's see what this says. So, first it says very soon. I feel this is very strong from the masculine energy. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. So the most important thing is not just visualize, but maybe write it down. What do you want? What does it feel like? What is your happiness? Like, are you focused on the lack, the missing of something, or otherwise, right? Retreat. Okay, they look like they're in wedding clothes. It's time to disconnect from the world, right? It's time to disconnect from the world. And then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, what I'm hearing, you guys, what I'm hearing, okay, is the feminine saying to the masculine, listen, the reason why this is an issue, okay, the guides are coming through. The only reason why this is an issue is because we're still in separation. The abundance, all of the magic and the abundance comes when we come together, right? Look at this. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment, right? So stop worrying about things that already were problems before we came to be. The only thing that needs to matter is coming to be. Because once you align with the feminine, she is abundant. She can multiply anything, right? The lack that you're feeling, that you're missing because you want to make this engagement, right? You want to make the engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment because you want to make commitment and you feel like you need to have something else to offer, okay? Forgive yourself. Like, nobody made wrong choices. Forgive yourself and basically be like this. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together. So this doesn't necessarily, okay, for some of the masculines, I'm getting two things. they're worried about the finances because of they want to get the engagement and the retreat and the honeymoon. They want to do all these things, right? But I get this strong feeling that some things are tied up, right? They're a factor. They're tied up. It's like he's here, like picking flowers in the water. So it's like there is a current, there is flow, there is currency that's flowing, and there is stuff that's blooming, but it's like it's in the works, right? Like it's still coming into flow. So basically, um, for this being an issue, right? What the feminine is saying again is it's time. If you want to, if you want to fix that, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. It's like when we connect, when we take this time together, when we come together, what it does is it eliminates all of the exterior noise of the outside because we realize this is actually true. This is real. This is real. This isn't a figment of our imagination anymore. All this time that one or the other or both believed that they weren't good enough or whatever for the other has all just been a fucking fabrication, right? It's a fabrication. And so, yeah, it's like, if you want to do that, then enjoy the bliss together, right? The honeymoon. It's like, if you want to be here saying soon, 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 stressing about money and all these things and la, 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 that's great, but you could be here experiencing this new love and this honeymoon phase. And when you are in, so let me just let me close it out with this, okay? Guys, girls, guys and gals, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feeling. Okay, now for some of you, this is very strongly wants to stay on the feminine side. So I'm not trying to be dramatic, you guys, but this has been coming in very strongly on the feminine side. If the masculine does not meet the feminine's, like if he doesn't act, right, then there is somebody new. There is a new knight. Look at that. If you won't, someone else will. That's a reality, okay? So the point, what I was saying before, is love is the strongest force, okay? So stop with this. Make the new love be your guys' love. Make it be the honeymoon. Make it be the retreat. Do not allow it to be somebody else, masculine. Don't allow it to be somebody else, okay? Don't do it. If we're acting in a state of love, right? Love is the highest frequency. It's the highest vibrational frequency we can meet. And so if we're acting in a pure state of love, then everything else is just gonna drop into your lap. Duh. No duh. And if you want to go even another level up, look at this. It's super loving, whatever, right? Going away together. Go in. Get connected together. Okay, honeymoon phase. So something I can tell you that's really beautiful is like when you do come together in a union, when you're doing like, when you're making love, right? If you go in and have an intention before you're making love and before you hit that point of orgasm, and you're thinking and you stay really focused on that energy and intent in the time of orgasm, you can manifest that. So basically, universe, the highest vibrational times to manifest are during the state of play, and not necessarily the state of pleasure, yes, but the state of orgasm. And these are the best times to have two brains calling in things together. So, yeah, something I can say as a feminine, like, I know that I'm good regardless, but yeah, of course, to be honest, in the depths of the soul, like, yes, who doesn't want a happy ending? Who doesn't want dreams, unimaginable dreams and fairy tales to become the reality. Like, let's face it, right? Like, that is the vision of the new earth, is like to come into this Harry Potter, this very magical space, to get out of this 3D, right? And that is where we'll go, because 4D and 5D, it's just in a space of love. There's no fear, there's no separation, there's no fear. It's unity and love consciousness. So every time the masculine has a fear, ask where it's coming from. Where is that coming from? And how can I deal with it? And I think you'll find a lot more answers, okay? All right, you guys. As always, infinite love and light and blessings. Oh, they want me to pull one of these, okay. Mirror, okay, for the twin flames. Mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. Yeah, so our wounds are like this. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So for a lot of you guys, this can come, like, you don't have to. So something you need to understand is not all twin flames, again, are meant to come into physical, intimate union, right? And this is what I try to express to my twin flame is, listen, if it's overwhelming for you and you're not ready to make a commitment, do all, like, I understand. Like, if you got the download and you woke up and you know exactly what's going on, then this is a little bit overwhelming. It's a lot. I get it. It's a lot. However, it doesn't mean that you're required to step into that, right? Like, sometimes we can actually just become friends. Sometimes the twin flame union, like, yes, we're mirroring each other, but not all twin flames necessarily are supposed to come into a physical or intimate union. Some will just be friends, and there is other missions or things that they do have to accomplish, and that is a thing too, So don't be so afraid of that you might get cut down, masculine, like, because you might make the best new friend in the world that you ever had, and still get to do whatever you want. Also, you don't know. Nobody really knows, right? Never try, never know. The boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. So yeah, basically what it does is it allows, when you guys make movement forward, yeah, see, look, we have the coffin in reverse now, okay? So when you guys just take the action and not be fearful anymore, masculine, what happens is we end this. We reverse all of this, the dead weight, the endings, okay? Endings bring new beginning, growth, change, liberation, transition, okay? Bury the old shit that needs to be buried, or just the old shit's already buried, right? Understand that because something ended, now something new can begin. And just do that, go with that. Yes, and when you do that, this third party situation or whatever else is gonna go away, right? The snake. Completion, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulders, the other woman. So yeah, this is going away, okay? The masculine that's what they have to put the end to. Feminine's already done it. Feminine's already cut off the third party. Feminine's already done it for months. Maybe even half a year. So, yeah. But she's ready for love. So, if you don't express some type of love, then either she's going to move full into self-love and never need another man, or she's going to go searching for love. This is just the feminine energy. Because you can't expect the feminine to keep bailing, to keep dumping love scenarios and still just be waiting for you to never respond and never show up and never do anything. It's not sustainable moving into New Earth. It's not acting out of a space of love and unity. It's acting out of a space of selfishness and narcissism. Because you're getting all the love and not giving any. There's no reciprocity. And that, the feminine that's not going to fly anymore. It's just not. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay, guys? So, and the reality is, it's like whether or not I understand that my last lover was a karmic or not, it doesn't matter. Like, that's still my friend. Like, I don't have to continue, right? I don't have to continue a romantic or intimate relationship with this person. But I could, if I wanted to, but yeah, that's not my interest. But like, also, like, we have a house, we have a place, we have things that we have together. Like, it wouldn't hurt me to have someone else move back in their room downstairs to be sharing the costs of everything also, right? So it's like, I can have that person come back as a friend also. It's a choice, right? It's a choice. But as far as the divine union is concerned, the third party has to be completely cut. There has to be, you have to make the space, and they have to know that they may have to keep that space. And that's just a reality. So anyways, as always, infinite blessings, love, and light. I hope you guys got some good information, and ciao from ya. Until next time. For personal and private reads, email me at divinitywithinme@gmail.com.